Most people change careers the wrong way. They get frustrated with their job, scroll through job listings, and start applying to anything that sounds slightly better. No strategy. No roadmap. Just hope. But if you've ever worked with a project manager, you know something important. Project managers don't rely on hope. They rely on plans, timelines, and clear execution. And today I'm going to show you how to plan your next career move like a project manager, using AI to make the process faster and smarter. Here's the problem. Changing careers feels overwhelming because most people skip the planning stage completely. They don't define what role they actually want. They don't analyze the skills required. And they don't research what the market is really looking for. Imagine trying to run a project without defining the goal, the timeline, or the risks. That's exactly how most people approach their careers. But when you treat your career like a structured project, everything becomes clearer. Step 1 is defining the scope of your career project. In project management, scope means defining exactly what success looks like. So instead of saying something vague like, "I want a better job," get specific. Ask yourself, what role do I want next? What industry do I want to move into? What kind of lifestyle do I want this career to support? For example, instead of saying, "I want to change careers," you might define your scope like this. I want to transition from marketing coordinator to data analyst within the next 9 months. That level of clarity turns a dream into a real project objective. Step 2 is identifying your skills gap. Every role requires a specific set of skills. The fastest way to identify them today is by using AI. You can ask simple questions like, what skills are required for a data analyst role? What certifications help someone move into this field? What tools do employers expect beginners to know? Within seconds, AI can give you a clear picture of what you need to learn. Now your career transition stops being confusing and starts becoming measurable. You know exactly what skills you need to close the gap. Step 3 is creating a transition timeline. This is where most people fail. They try to change careers with no clear schedule. But project managers break big goals into phases. For example, month 1 could focus on research and identifying skill gaps. Months 2 and 3 could focus on learning the key skills required for the new role. Month 4 might be about building small portfolio projects. Month 5 could focus on networking and connecting with professionals in the industry. And month 6 might be when you start applying for roles. Now your career change isn't overwhelming anymore. It's just a series of structured steps. Step 4 is identifying your stakeholders. In projects, stakeholders are the people who influence success. In your career, this could be mentors, managers, industry professionals, or even people in your personal network. Sometimes a single conversation with the right person can completely change the direction of your career. Networking isn't just about asking for jobs. It's about learning from people who have already done what you're trying to do. Finally, step 5 is risk management. Every good project manager plans for potential risks. Your career transition also has risks. Maybe you'll struggle to stay consistent while learning new skills. Maybe you'll feel overwhelmed balancing work and studying. Or maybe you'll doubt yourself along the way. When you identify these risks early, you can create strategies to manage them. Planning reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty is what stops most people from moving forward. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Your career is the most important project you will ever manage. And the people who grow the fastest in their careers are usually the ones who treat it that way. They plan their goals, track their progress, and execute consistently. They don't just react to opportunities. They build them intentionally. Now, if you want a practical way to actually implement this approach, I highly recommend using a personal sprint system. Because planning is important, but execution is what creates results. That's why we created the Personal Sprint Planner just for you. It helps you break big goals like changing careers into clear weekly execution sprints, so you always know exactly what to focus on next. Instead of feeling stuck or overwhelmed, you move forward every single week. If you're serious about making a real career move this year, this tool will help you stay consistent and accountable. You can download the Personal Sprint Planner using the link in the description. And if you're watching this right now while thinking about changing your career, this is the perfect time to start planning your next move. Don't wait until another year passes wondering, what if? Start treating your career like a project, and start executing your next sprint.